I want to share with you the top 9 to 10 suppliers when it comes to wholesale candle selling this year. Okay, so here are the vendors I want you to pay attention to. The first one is Fair, and Fair is actually a pretty good wholesaler when it comes to candles. And Fair has thousands of candles to choose from, so that's really good. Plus complimentary home decor, clothing, jewelry, and more for your online store. So simply search candles or use a more specific query like pumpkin candles and browse the different candle makers available. So that's really good. On Fair, the good thing about this platform is that on Fair you can find private label candles, soy wax candles, festive candles, and creative candles. So you have a lot of possibilities when it comes to candles on Fair. So you can have candles that look like skillets or of apple scripts. It's also a good marketplace if you are looking for candles that actually sell outside of your geography. So that's really good. The second player I want to share with you into this conversation is private label by Bella Vida and Bella Vida. And basically, Bella Vida is really a great company. They are based in Richardson, Texas. And this is a wonderful candle supplier that specializes in unlabeled or private label candles. Okay. So if you think about Bella Vida or Bella Vida for that matter, I mean, I'm pronouncing it either in Spanish or in English, doesn't matter. So you have to really, when you think about this company, I want you to think about unlabeled or private label candles. So with more than 15 containers and 40 fragrances to choose from, you can customize your candles in your heart's based on your heart's consent or based on your target audience specs. Okay, and this supplier has a low order minimum, which is really good. So you are looking at an order minimum of 12 candles minimum. So it's really possible to do a small scale test run before committing, let's say, to a large wholesale order. So you always want to go small first to see how the whole market reacts to your proposal, to your offer before you go big. Okay, so that's a good thing. So the first one is Fair. The second one is private label by Bella Vida. If you're looking for wholesale candle vendors this year, I want you to think about Match Fragrance. And Match Fragrance does a great job when it comes to diversity, when it comes to affordability, by the way. But the thing is that they are not based in the States. They're based in the UK, but they're still good anyway. And they actually cater to customers globally. So that's really good. So Match Fragrance is actually a UK-based supplier that offers soy candles, wax melts, and melters. And every product is made in the supplier's 10,000 square foot factory in Plymouth, and you can actually use its white label May and Maple products or a private label option with your own branding. So that's really good because it really gives you a lot more, let's say, commercial autonomy, if you will. So that's number 3. Number 4, you have a 7th Avenue Apothecary. So basically, here is another player that does a lot of good things, and they are based in 7th Avenue, operates out of Tampa, Florida. So that's really good. In other words, you have proximity there, and its niche actually is in candles and fragrances, including products like room sprays and fragrance oils. And its candles are actually 100% soy, and they come in a range of sizes. So you do have a flexibility when it comes to candle size, but also candle variety. So if you are targeting an audience that loves variety, that loves bio stuff, also that's really good. So 7th Avenue actually has a premium category of products. So their premium hand poured candles are available in a variety of scents, including basics like pumpkin and lavender. So that's really good. And since they specialize in scented candles, these fragrances can be blended you can blend them to create something that feels custom to your brand, such as eucalyptus, for instance, if you want, or bergamot, or even pineapple and ginger. So you do have a lot of flexibility in terms of sensory model that you want to go after. But the thing is that if you want to become let's say, a wholesale partner with this brand, you have to fill out an application. So they have a pretty straightforward process. So you fill out an application, and somebody will get back to you from the company. If you're looking for a wholesale candle vendors this year, I want you to think about Bulk Apothecary. So basically, Bulk is pretty good. Bulk is based in Aurora, Ohio, and this company has all the raw materials you need to create your own candles. So this is kind of cool because then you have a lot more operational autonomy. You can do things yourself. You have a kind of a DIY process going on here, so that's really good. So you can find fragrances, wax, containers, essential oils, and more to formulate the perfect candle. So that's really good. And this supplier also has a line of private label products, including candles, as well as bath bombs. You have cold processed soaps and other personal care products, especially appealing if you're not interested, let's say, in making the candles yourself. Let's say some people, some vendors want to really outsource the whole task. So if you're one of them, this could be pretty good for you. You also have another one that I want to share with you, another player. You have Tropical Labs. So Tropical Labs actually is a Tampa, Florida-based wholesale business specializing in plant-based and organic personal care products. So this is really good already. Okay, I love the sound of that, by the way. And the cool thing is that with Tropical Labs, you can start with a foundation of organic and plant-based ingestible candles and actually tweak their ready formulations to get a distinct to you candle smell to market in record time. So that's really good because you have of course, you do have an element of DIY involved here, but you still actually retain control. You retain operational control about the final products. So that's really really great. So in addition to candles, Tropical Labs also makes skin creams and lotions. They have shave gels, and they also have hair care products. So you can see that they are really, they have expanded. I mean, by the way, they just expanded their product categories not long ago during COVID, by the way. They expanded their product offering. So that's really good, okay? So Tropical Labs offers private label products or an opportunity to tap into a Tropical Labs research and development offering. So you do have, again, operational autonomy or operational efficiency there with Tropical Labs. Next, you have Zuie. So if you're looking for wholesale candle vendors this year, I want you to really check out Zuie. So Zuie has a range of candles to choose from, including essential oils, scented and unscented. You have soy, wax, and beeswax. You have in containers, and by the way, you can have those in containers like aluminum, glass, and ceramic, okay? And you can also order corporate swag candles in a variety of containers, perfect for employee gifts. I mean, this is kind of cool also for like year-end meetings or year-end sort of fixes. So they're based in Dallas, Texas. So this Dallas-based wholesaler also offers wholesale complementary products. So they are perfect if you want to expand your products. If you want to expand your product line beyond candles, you can tap into Zuie for apparel, notebooks, and writing implements, consumer electronics, and more. So from a product portfolio perspective, pretty good. Next, you have a Kalazu Candle Company, and Kalazu Candle Company offers a range of handmade soy candles, including classic, botanical, and Michigan themed collections. Okay, with a focus on quality and long burn time. So that's kind of cool. If you want to be in the candle business, you really want to have the long burn time because customers love it. Customers appreciate the long burn category. Okay, now the Wolverine State candles have scents inspired by and named after landmarks such as Mackinac Bridge, Isle Royal National Park, and Little Sable Point Lighthouse. And the company also provides wholesale opportunities for retailers, boasting growth from a one-person operation to supplying more than 1,000 stores nationwide. So with options for custom labeling and various sizes, the brand shows its commitment to customer satisfaction, fast shipping, and sustainability. So that's really good. You also have a Candle Co. So that's the last player I want to share with you into this conversation. So a Candle Co. only provides custom private label candles and aromatic products So since the company specializes in producing products for others, it has streamlined its ordering process, making it very easy to customize products by choosing from various vessels, fragrances, and packaging options. So that's really cool. So as a full-service manufacturer of custom products, returns and refunds are not allowed. So this is one of the. So before you actually go with the Candle Co., just remember that they're not going to honor any return or refund request. So I just share with you the top 10 wholesale candle vendors this year. So what's the strategy here? How do you actually find and choose the wholesale candle vendor that you really need to really work with? Because the thing is that your decision might be different from the next person's. Okay, every entrepreneur has different needs, has different objectives, has different goals. So first of all, you want to determine what candles to sell. A little earlier, I was talking to you about long burn versus short burn. I was talking to you about scented versus unscented. I was talking to you about a lot of things. So you got to really ask yourself, what candles you want to sell? Because the variety of candles out there is practically endless. I mean, candles have become like a quasi-cosmetic sort of products, okay? When it comes to candles, for instance, you have scented versus unscented. So there are candles for ambiance, while others offer olfactory benefits. You also have candle types. So votives, container candles, and pillars are the most popular types of candles, but there are many other kinds. You can also sell tea lights, floating candles, and tapers. What about ingredients? So common materials include soy, beeswax, and paraffin wax. So it's really okay to start with one type of candle with plans for expansion in the future. So if that's your plan of attack, make sure your supplier of choice has the variety of products you will need, because otherwise you just be wasting your time. Imagine you just went through the whole onboarding process only to realize that they don't have the ingredients that you need, okay? So that's the first thing. Second thing is you want to check the candle ingredients. So demand for organic and natural wax candle products is rising. So it's equally important to make yourself aware of what's in the product you plan to sell. So the most common types of wax used in candles are paraffin, soy, beeswax, and coconut wax, okay? The third thing you want to do is to find suppliers with the right products. So if you have an existing business, you likely already know about your customers and their preferences. So you might be looking to launch a new business dedicated solely to selling candles. In that case, look for a wholesale supplier that has a variety of candle offerings. Maybe you own a salon or spa that has retail as a component and you want to test the candles in your space and for sale, right? So if that's the case, basically you want to look for a supplier with a focus on aromatherapy, or maybe you want to add candles to your subscription boxes, in which case you want small and fun votives or tin candles that match the other products featured in your boxes. Next, you want to choose a candle supplier to grow with you, right? So here I'm speaking about scalability. Scalability is really important in the long run, especially in the long run. So as your business grows, you'll reach more customers and make more sales. This means you need to place bigger orders with your suppliers and potentially introduce new candle products. So some suppliers offer candles as an adjacent offering to other products, while other suppliers focus exclusively on candles. So ask yourself which type of supplier you want to work with. So you also want to pay attention to seasonal trends and holidays, because those can affect the candle industry, and ensure that you want to make sure that your supplier can fulfill your needs during periods of peak demand. So inquire about lead times and how quickly their operations can scale to fulfill large orders, as well as what the maximum order size really is. Next, you want to factor in import fees if you are dealing with somebody overseas. So international selling comes with additional taxes and tariffs. So this import fees or custom and duties are applied to both the seller and the buyer in some cases. And this affects you, your suppliers, and your customers. So every country, and that's a good thing, every country has its own product classification system, which helps them determine associated duties and fees. So for the US, you have the US ITC tariff database. In the UK, you have a gov.uk trade tariff service. And EU countries, you have trade market access database. So that's really important to think about which one applies to your specific situation. Okay. And so one thing I want to say is that when you research and plan for import fees ahead of time, you'll be able to more accurately determine actually the profitability of your products. Okay. Next, you want to vet your final candle supplier. So you want to ask for, for instance, ask potential suppliers for documents and resources to prove they are legit, like business license or registration, compliance certificates, proof of FDA registration, current customer references, and their contact info. So that will really help you again to conduct your own investigation too. Tap keyword phrases like supplier name reviews and supplier name scam into Google to help you uncover any red flags. Now, if you're looking for wholesale candle vendors, it's important to really understand that there are benefits of buying candles wholesale because of the economies of scale. Let me really break it down for you. You do have cost savings, you have variety and selection, you have customization options, and you also have improved the profit margins. So when you think about cost savings, as a business, you can maximize your purchasing power when purchasing wholesale candles because wholesale suppliers produce in large volumes and sell at a lower cost per unit than retailers. In terms of variety and selection, remember the feeling you got as a kid being in a candy store? Well, if you are a candle enthusiast, that's how you will feel when browsing different wholesale candle vendors. Wholesalers offer extensive catalogs with diverse scents, sizes, and styles. And so this is really important. And so whether your customers crave classic vanillas or adventurous new fragrances, wholesale purchasing ensures you can meet their demands. You also have customization options. Some wholesale suppliers invite businesses to create truly unique products. This is a big opportunity considering that 1 in 5 consumers will pay more for personalized or exclusive items. So working with a supplier, you could develop a signature scent, design custom product packaging, create limited edition lines, or even offer personalized labeling. So that's really good. With customization options that allow you to craft a distinct brand identity, your one-of-a-kind midnight nachos scent candle could be the next big thing. You also have improved profit margins. That's another biggie. So basically what happens here is that the most compelling benefits of wholesale buying is the potential to boost your bottom line. So by reducing your per unit cost, you can maintain a competitive pricing strategy while enjoying healthier profits, okay? So long story short, you need to really understand wholesale pricing and discounts. If you want to maximize the profits, you got to have a clear idea about how those discounts actually affect you. So these prices change based on the prices you have, might change based on order volume, product quality, and your relationship with the vendor. So most wholesale candle vendors will operate on a tiered pricing system. So the more you buy, the less you pay per unit. You also have a minimum order quantities, so MOQs. Those often determine your pricing tier. And some vendors offer seasonal discounts or promotions. So just think about the chronology there. That's really important. So what's the bottom line here? In today's conversation, I share with you the top wholesale vendors when it comes to candle vendors. And I also talked to you about the strategy. So the vendors include Fair, Private Label by Velavita, Match Fragrance, 7th Avenue Apothecary, Bulk Apothecary, Tropical Labs, Zuie, Kalazu Candle Company, and A Candle Co. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.